Sipping crap is super cool. Chile all night long. Metering through the air. Life's a catchy song. Talking about the times.
Welcome back to B&B's. Today's a special one. We have the man himself, the legend, big guy, my guy. How you doing? Johan, in studio. Well, not studio, in your shop.
In the Beer and Beat studio.
Well, I wish our studio space was this nice and this big and had this much beer. I really wish.
I must say, when I hear people complaining about being at the office, I'm like,
Your office is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good music,
you know,
right? Good food, a lot of good beer, good people. Yeah,
good people.
this is a nice workspace you got here. You got a nice workspace here, man. But we are talking about something very, very important that is coming up this week. If you don't have your tickets now, I don't know what you've been doing. Because, okay, can they get tickets at the gate? Is
So tickets at the gate is depends on what's left. I must say, I must warn the viewers that we're having a record sales here. We have opened up a bit more capacity, but
people are
I
buying?
reckon by 10 o'clock that morning we're definitely going to be sold out.
Yeah, so guys, Capital Craft Beer Fest 2025. This is a big one. More spaces have been opened. A few more breweries than last year?
Breweries, I've kept it the same.
Okay.
I don't want to go more breweries. So what I do is when the ticket sales go more, I end up like expanding some of the stands where I'll give a brewer rather 6 meters.
Yeah, a little bit of space, a bit of...
Yeah.
Oh, no,
That's 42 is our sweet number. It just looks good.
42
Looks
worlds.
good.
It looks good on the poster. It looks good on the
It's
poster.
good.
It's very symmetric on the poster. I like that. But talk about the new debutants, because you got like a handful of new guys coming up that you decided to host. Like,
So obviously with Capital Craft, there's always been a model,
yeah,
and it's a model to keep the festival, to keep it fair for everyone. So the model's always been that like a third, a little bit more than a third, is permanent stands. Those are like your legacy brands, you know, like you'll always have like Devil's Peak, CBC,
Easy there.
Jack Black,
Jack Black is
um, Tolokazi, Moope, Hazeldean, Pretoria. There's those legacy guys that always have their permanent slots.
Yeah.
Those are important for me because they're the brands that spend a lot of effort and money promoting the industry.
Yeah.
And I feel that they shouldn't be
Left out.
be hoping for a spot or something. The festival cannot be
Without
a fest without them there.
Yeah,
you know,
they just
like
pay
they
them.
are.
people know them. They're very familiar. They're easy to like. They're so approachable because the industry knows them. They see them in stores. They see them a little bit around. Because when I see Devil Speak, I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable. There's something I can have. You know, when you see a Jack Black, you're like, okay, I've had Jack Black before. The festival might be something for me. So I like that you have that model. But the new guys that you have, I mean, you had, I think, Josie.
Then another third ish.
Oh, is that the middle?
Is the middle third is rotational guys, so they'll be maybe like 1 year on, 1 year off, 1 year on, 1 year off, which is also good because I think sometimes we think everything must happen every year, but a year's only 12 months.
12 months.
I mean, 12 months, it's already June now. I mean, I can't believe it's so for those guys, the 2 year thing actually works great. An example of a brewer that's on the 2 year cycle would be Afro Caribbean, Soul Barrel. So for them, it's very far to come up every 2 years.
Yeah.
And then it's good to put them every 2 years because they know they can look forward to it every 2 years and they can come in with the energy every 2 years. And the nice thing for them again is that this time of the year, you know, Cape Town is raining every day. So beer tanks are full with beer. The customers not so much.
Yeah, they're
With
not
Pretoria, we're blessed
with
with blue skies in the winter.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we Capital Craft, the restaurant, we sell most of our beer in winter. There's like peak months for us.
Oh wow!
Where people are
but Pretoria's
actually nice and warm and cozy.
Pretoria's
we
actually
make fires
because Pretoria from midday to like 4 p.m. in June is still like kind of summer.
100%. There's like 4 cold fronts and they last like 2 days,
3 days, and it's like 1 weekend you're like, oh, that was terrible. The next weekend you're like, oh, let's go out. So guys, Capital Craft. So the last section, so it's tranched, right? So it's the legacies, it's the rotational, and then the last tranche of...
So the last section is always left for people that have never attended the festival, brewers that have never attended the festival.
Yeah.
I feel that makes it that there's always space for new guys. It forces us to give new guys an opportunity. I always say that that a new guy. Okay, there's new guys in that mix, but there's also people that have never been at the fest.
Okay.
But the new ones are mostly. It's like you've spent all this effort to get your license. You've paid all this money to build your brewery. Now you have your brewery. Now you have to wait another 6-7 years to get onto any beer festival lineup.
Yeah.
So this 1/3 is kind of for those guys. That's where you have like your side hustles.
Yeah.
Your well, this year side hustles actually a repeat customer this year.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
You
So
don't
this
know
year
about
the
it.
first timers will be 1982. It will be
Yo.
Caesar.
Caesar's
It will be Josie Gold.
Josie
I mean, their
Gold.
brewery is launching like now. in
Yeah,
Braamfontein. It will be Lake Umuzi. It will be
There's a
who
handful.
else is there? Well, there's quite a lot. Harper Brewing. There's
I'm looking forward to Harper. Can I just stop you there? I'm looking forward to Harper.
Harper's good.
I'm looking forward to Harper.
So
Yeah.
for those that don't know,
Yeah.
Harper Brewery is a brewery. All the profit from their brewery goes to charity. That's like 100% they do. And then on top of that, they also make like this is online, so we can go for it. They make fucking good beer.
They really do.
This is Neo Beats. It's not it's not Kidio, you know, like
It is rated 18, so it is rated 18. So we just can't have a ball. But no, because I've tried the beer. I've tried the beer here. I tried beer at the festivals as well because they're PLA.
and they're putting in the effort. I mean, they were at Reels,
Lots.
they were at Fools and Fans, they were at Clarence. They're traveling like really far.
They like
Taking their beer to all the corners. They don't have to. It's not
Yeah.
their target market. But, you know, small breweries kind of you focus on the area around you. But these guys, they're going for it.
It's
So good for them.
they're touring.
Yeah.
They are because the
And the
first
liquid's good. Eh?
the first time I came across them was Benoni last year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even only this year again.
Jesus, yeah, no, I can't wait to try.
That's like a festival. Eh? It was this guys, Dax and the lads.
No, guys. If you love partying,
There you need like
then you need like your liver must be like really, really, really strong. But like the Benoni Fest it's a bit different vibe because it's also the spirits there just flow, but so does the beer. Like it's one of those like I'd never had those like together at a fest. You know, I've been to like a gin festival where you gin, you taste, but I've been to a beer fest.
But let's be honest, you know, people say Pretoria's rough, but obviously they've never been to Benoni.
You've never been to Benoni. Yo, guys, Benoni is
Like, look at Just Brewing, like Zealand team. Those guys are cray. They even name their beer.
even name the cray, yeah. No, but Benoni is one thing that I think every South African must experience, though. It's a bit of a that's a town on its own, man. It's got its own culture, its own vibe, and it is quite hectic.
It's one of the few towns that can brag about having an Oscar, you know.
Oh yes! Shout out to how many Afrikaners went to America? Was it 54? Oh yeah, okay. Count Charlize then, but she was like the first.
Oh, shame. People have been dissing those guys, but you know what? Everybody has the choice to do what they want to do.
It's freedom,
and you must suffer the consequence of your choices.
Yes,
That's the risk.
that's the unfortunate
So
part.
good luck to them. We obviously don't want them to go to America and suck. So make us proud, guys. You know,
Whatever you do it well. Whatever you do it well. Yeah.
show them what we're made of, man. No, but we got what they said, sports.
No, we do. We export a lot of good shit, including our people. But.
And just no worst case scenario, just come back.
You can come back, bro.
We'll be happy if you come
we
back.
always have you back.
Arms open.
You know
the
us.
space out there.
Because this was the first time. Wasn't there like an Australia buzz 20 years ago where everybody was like going to Australia and then half of them came back? South Africa's cool, man. Our weather's great. You guys know this. Our beer's great. You know this. We have a great
I'm
festival.
going to say, you can say the weather and all the things, but I think the most great thing of South Africa is our people.
Yes.
And all the people out there, they also are people.
Yeah, not all of you. Some of you are.
You're always welcome home, please.
Yeah, but more about the fest. More about the fest. Shout out to the Americans. More about the fest.
You brought it up.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those. I had to. We're talking about the fest. Are we talking music or are we talking beer first?
I think this is a beer
We do.
a beer platform.
Yeah.
So we should talk beer first.
Let's.
I think even before we talk beer, maybe. So the point of this episode today
Yeah.
is that we don't like to launch all our information before
All
the
at
fest.
once.
So there's a lot of information like the festival map that's coming out. If this is Monday right
Yeah.
now,
Oh,
it's coming out
This is in the
tomorrow.
future, man. Time travel. We finally figured it out.
If it's Wednesday now, you've seen the map.
You've seen it already. Yeah, we're predicting the future.
So there's a few things like the festival maps coming out, the lineup times are coming out now within hours. If this is Monday, but one thing that's not going to come out until festival day is the beer lineup.
Yeah,
We don't publish the beer lineup. It's easy for us to publish the beer lineup, but we feel that there needs to be a little bit of romance. We can't play all our cards.
yeah.
So on the day, the first time you will officially see the beer lineup is on the day you'll go over to the Bassa stand, and right next to the Bassa stand, there's a big like
All like-
4 by 2 meter big beer menu.
up.
That's where you run to that menu first, and you quickly tick off with your camera. You take photos of all the beers you want there. But we're gonna now give you anyway a little insight on some of the specialty beers that are coming and some of the beers to look out for. I'm going to try to go through all the brewers. If I missed a couple of brewers, I'm sorry. All the beer is
That'll be
great.
fine.
But
I'll put you in the description.
but
It's
let's
fine.
go. So now we're opening up the portal.
Yeah, now
To the future.
The future. No, so just to give some clarity, this is the section where all the hardcore beer fans are getting like properly excited now. Like this is beer boner territory. So yeah.
Sias is foaming out of the mouth right about now.
He's just like, yeah.
He's now. So take out
Give-
those notebooks,
Give
write
that.
it down.
So you're gonna write it down now. Just plan your route. You're gonna get the map tomorrow. Now you're just gonna get the beers today.
But now we're going to go alphabetical.
Okay.
So we're going to start. So, okay. 1,000-year brewing company.
They're
They
pretty
bring
cool.
a Jacaranda goes. So I
Oh.
think that's going to be pretty good. I like it that it's Jacaranda.
Jacaranda
It's
is cool.
Jacaranda City.
Yeah.
You know, you can't fault those guys. They always do creative stuff. I'm very excited to
creative.
taste that. And it's such a good beer style. It's a very underrated beer style commercially.
It's true.
It's
true.
on the homebrew circuits. It's very rated. You still find it at every homebrew fest.
Yeah.
Then a very special stand this year. It's the first time we're doing it. So for me, it's always sad because the Africa Beer Cup is 2 weeks before Capital Craft Beer Fest, and I always love to see when the awards get announced. I love to see how many of the beers that won were in Capital Craft the shop. I'm very proud to say that like almost 70% of the beers made it through the shop in the last 6 months,
Yeah.
except the international beers, obviously.
Uh,
But now this year we've teamed up with African Beer Cup to do Africa Beer Cup stand, and on the stand there will be gold winners, silver winners, and some bronze winners. There's going to be 14 beers.
Damn.
It's 1 keg of each.
one
beer.
keg each.
So we're going to start.
Okay.
There's going to be 6 beers on tap at a time.
Rotation.
So it's going to start with the gold, then to silver, then to bronze. And just to give a highlight there's going to be Shackleton Kolsch, Newlands with their award-winning Vice, and Jacob's Pale Ale. I mean, how cool is it that Jacob's Pale Ale won?
That's crazy.
They won a African beer. I think they won gold.
That's other.
And here's the best part of it is that's the Jacob's Pale Ale is like probably that's like the original.
I was about to
beer.
ask. How old
Also
is
the
that beer? I was
That's
gonna
not the original craft beer.
Everybody knew that.
It's like-
like
Literally,
yeah,
it was like
you
brewed
started all this.
in like the early 90s.
Jesus.
First pale, like in my opinion, that's the original,
That's the original
craft beer.
Yeah, craft. Yeah.
Which is quite a good story. And you know, Newlands,
No, that's
it's
great.
all about their water from the Newlands spring.
for Newland Springs. Yeah.
So then Richmond Hill, we got their Forbidden. We got Brew Hogs, we're gonna have their light lager.
Forbidden is they
we're gonna have,
sour, right? Forbidden is they sour, right? Is it
Yes.
Okay.
And then
About that.
I think it's the sour. Yeah, it is the sour.
Yeah.
And then we got the Barringtons, which is great. They've never been at the fest. We need to make a plan for next year.
Okay. Okay.
Stock, that's a very rare one to have.
I was about
here.
to say.
So Stock, we have their beer sometimes in the shop.
Yeah,
But Stock is like a small brewery, and they literally produce enough beer for their restaurant, which is very busy. So to get their beer, for them to go to festivals, it's not that they don't have like excess amount of beer available.
Yeah, sitting around.
And their beer is amazing. Like they use a lot of like New Zealand hops, which not a lot of guys use.
Yeah, that's rare. On the market, that's rare.
Like
Yeah.
and no, their beer is amazing. So I'm excited for that.
Okay.
And then also Saggy Stone's Bear Jam. Let's see. That brings IPA.
That's cool. Oh, you've had that in the
Yeah,
shop.
we've
That
had
I've
that.
seen in the.
Here's a hard one. We're having Triggerfish. Those are the hard beers, the 7 to 9%ers. And then also another good one is Wild Coast Brewing. I think that's a beer that's not often found as far north.
Yeah, like up here.
Van Hermanus. Even if you go into Cape Town, you don't find their beer. You have to actually go to Hermanus.
Is it?
Their
To get
beer.
there. Okay,
So I'm excited to have some of their beer there.
okay.
Then, so from Ager Project, a beer that stood out for me
Yeah.
was their Goosebumps fruited sour.
Just killing the sours though.
So this is quite an interesting
Breweries pumping out the
So,
sours.
but yes,
Yeah.
I mean, Ager Project, their beer is so
It's
fantastic.
so good.
I mean,
Shout
even
out,
their
guys.
restaurant, their food, the whole thing. Yes, you gotta love that place. The effort they put into everything they do.
Yeah.
So they're having Goosebumps. So it's a fruited sour, grenadilla, white chocolate, and gooseberries.
Whoa, that
sounds
sounds
amazing.
that's crazy.
Can't wait to taste that. Then Afro-Caribbean. So Afro-Caribbean, when you think Afro-Caribbean, you always think about IPA. That's the
IPA.
first you think. But yes,
Some version of
but,
IPA.
But
Yeah.
for me, IPA, they do the best, obvious. For me, or the best in that they have the most different IPAs, different versions.
Oh, they
coming
do
out
like milkshake.
almost
they do-
weekly.
Yeah.
But for me, they're like stouts are phenomenal. I mean,
Even the
that's one of the breweries where you buy a stout from them or a bourbon
Yeah.
aged stout.
Bourbon
It's like
aged,
oily and it's dark and it's so good.
Experimental.
So I'm looking forward to them. They've got a coconut bourbon darkness, 11.3%. Nice,
Jeez.
Jake. You naughty. You know. So this is
Okay.
a bourbon barrel aged stout with coconut. I mean,
Yo, Jake's coming on.
Jake's stout game.
Is this
tap.
on
Sounds
tap?
Obvious.
So then, before you go any further,
But this stout game is for me like you cannot fault ever any bourbon stout that comes out of that brewery.
yeah,
It's always, again, not kiddie, fucking delicious.
I have to. I have to ask. This is going to be served in a jug that's 500 milliliters.
Well, it's his choice if he's going to allow you 500,
Because
and it's your choice to have it.
If you take that, I want to meet you before you do it, and I'm going to give you 5 minutes, and I want to meet you after you drink the beer because you are going to be a hot fucking mess. Which
Well,
would you?
it's not brandy levels. It's still below Zanny
it's
levels.
still low.
Let's be
Yeah.
honest, you know.
No. I'm look that from the whole list.
So from my experience, people always go, you must start with the lighter beers and work your way up to the stronger beers. So I think that's the wrong way to do it. I always start with the heavier beers and I work my way down to the lighter beers.
Yeah, we're
you know,
like okay,
so take it
okay.
from a pro, and I'm
This
gonna
guy knows what he's talking about.
do it the other way.
He's done this before.
The building up
It's
way
weird.
is terrible. That's when you're like, anyway.
Yeah, but it fills the stomach. The building up way, I've tried it. It's not the best. Because you have so many light lagers. By the time you like get to the heavies, you're like, stomach is full. I can't have any fun anymore. But yeah. Take it from the mat.
You're not having a light lager for its flavor, you know. Like,
Yeah, you just have it just
we
good.
didn't.
You're like,
I'm so PC now. Anyway, or not. I
no,
don't even know what that means.
never. You never.
Okay, then Agar Brewery. Oh man, they doing their double.
Guys,
I had a taste of it a few weeks back.
is
Oh
it?
my goodness, it's so delicious. 8.3%. Agar's double. You know the Agars, they are very proud of
They
their
fun.
heritage.
They fun.
They're very proud of their beer.
Dude,
I mean,
these-
they don't do.
they're in good times.
They do everything 100%.
They are good
They
times.
don't
Don't
go
miss
halfway.
quality.
You know, and their double, it's delicious. It's
Listen,
freaking delicious.
because I was supposed to go to the end of every end of month they have the whole like open brew thing,
Yes,
the brewery. I couldn't get there,
it's so tasty.
but I wanna.
delicious. For
I,
any of the Belgian beer drinkers, please hit that. It's so good.
I'm a fan.
Then here's a lucky one. So Bomb Squad, we're very proud to announce that this year that Stephen Kutzoff is going to be on the stand
That's
pouring beer.
That's crazy.
So I think it's amazing that we have a Springbok duo coming into the beer industry because let's be honest, beer industry is the best industry in the world.
This is true.
It's an industry of friendly people. It's a industry of togetherness. And I mean, Kutzoff, 2 times World Cup winner, they're doing God's work in South Africa.
Not for the longest time. Yeah,
To have him behind a tap, that you can buy a Bomb Squad Pilsner
from
on
him.
their stand, and he's going to pour it. He's going to put it in your hand. I mean, that's beautiful.
That's what it's showing up for.
That's humble. That's great.
That's what it's
So I'm very excited for that. They're also going to do some beer pong.
Wow.
So can you beat Steven Kitsoff at beer pong?
And beer pong. Yeah, let's try it out. Let's try it
Even
out.
if you beat him, he'll still beat you.
Yeah. Fuck up
those guys.
Fuck up plays rugby. He's huge. He's huge.
I think to make it into the Springbok squad, you need like 3 livers standards. So they do like an X-ray test.
Yeah, they're like, dude,
3 livers, you're in the squad.
how strong are you? That's what you need.
But that's for me a very big highlight. I'm very grateful that he's
big.
coming, and I'm excited for all our customers to have a Springbok there who's in beer. He's in the beer industry. I mean, best industry in the world by far.
True.
Okay.
True story.
CBC. So CBC, Wolfgang, their brewers coming up for the festival this year.
Wow, really?
And if I have to recommend a beer from them, their West Coast IPA is just
Always a winner.
It's a proper West Coast. They
Always
launched it last year, but it just gets better and better.
It's on point.
I mean, and it's on point. It's even internationally, West Coast is for me the best genre of IPA, and they've just
nailed it.
They nailed it. It's fantastic.
You guys are doing well with it.
They make the West Coast. They actually don't do in their big fermenters, so it's actually a small batch West
small
Coast.
batch. Okay.
And to keep it fresh, and so I wouldn't miss that.
Check it out. Yeah.
Then Centurion Beer Works, they're doing their pumpkin spiced ale. That's always good fun. So
it's always fun.
Their brewer Jody is from Australia originally, but she's married to an American. So they've traveled the world. They've obviously lived in America for long, and in America, they always say the IPA was the beer that sparked the craft beer revolution.
Just kicked it
but
out.
I feel the pumpkin ale did. Like pumpkin ale came out. For me, that was it was obviously the IPA won the mass market, which is great. But the pumpkin ale was for me that's like the American craft beer. It's like Halloween pumpkin ale.
It is very American. Yeah, that's proper full on craft American. This is our style. This is what.
So their pumpkin ale is great.
That's really.
It's always good.
It's really good.
Then let's carry on. There's a long list. But this is a.
So those were the highlights. Those were the big beer highlights.
Still going more. Hey, there's so much more. So we got we can speed up a little bit, or we can take our time.
Either or.
Okay, so we got Clockwork Brewhouse every year. Cherry Charge, Electrolyte Sour, 3.5%. This beer literally makes you feel better.
That's the lifesaver.
That's the lifesaver.
I just call it the lifesaver.
I was big Megan. Like I'm like, oh, you bring it? Oh, you bring it? Yes. Yeah. So of course I'm bringing it. Lifesaver. Such a good beer. It literally makes you feel good,
guys. If you feel like you're on the decline,
delicious.
That's the beer you should try.
And then obviously Megan, superstar brewer.
Yeah, no, she's amazing. Shout out to Megan.
Dancing Up Brewery. Here was a nice one that I saw. So they're doing picture perfect pecan pie porter.
Jeez.
So me, I'm a sucker for a porter. Okay. Especially this time of the year, you want the guys to be pulling in with dog beers.
Something heavy.
So pecan pie porter, dancing hops. Obviously, they got a lot of other good beers as well. But I'm excited for the pecan pie porter. I can't wait to taste it. 6.5%. Darling Brew is bringing something interesting. So they've got like a hop cooler they make.
Whoa!
But it's a non-alcoholic hop cooler. So it's like a non-alcoholic beverage that they hop it. So they obviously got good beers.
Yeah.
But I'm excited that they bring a non-alcoholic variety. So they've got quite a few. There's like a ginger one, cherry one.
How interesting to try out.
No, it's great. I've tasted it before. It's great. So there's a good non-alc option for the non-alcoholic drinkers.
Okay. So you get to speak about one more beer.
One more beer.
Now more that stands out.
No, we can't do it.
Just one more that you like.
We're not even halfway yet.
I know your list is long, but one more that you like.
I'm gonna go through the list, but very fast.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna say
look out for
Devil's Peak, Saison Barrel Aged Limited Edition. Their last barrel ever.
Okay.
Jamin's Honey Beer Mead on tap. I mean, great. Then Hazeldean Faro Fusion, they're doing like where you order like a pale ale, half, and then the second half you get to pour yourself out of the barrel the lambic sour to fill up your glass.
Okay,
that's beautiful.
Okay, that's
Jack Platts bringing the killer pulse, which I haven't done in years,
I saw
and launching Wolves of Winter.
Yeah,
Just Brewing is doing a collab with Richmond Hill. It's
Whoa,
it's
okay.
also a fruit sour. Go check it out. 15 kilograms of dried apricots. Yummy.
Jesus.
Side Hustle is doing like slushy beers. They got a slushy machine there. Don't miss it.
Those guys-
Gabora Yard, salted caramel stout, more Petolokazi milk stout
Milk Stout
collaboration.
collab,
It's
yeah.
a must have. I cannot wait to taste that. OC Breweries doing a collab that they did with us. Yakima Chief Hops, Beer and Beats,
Is
and
that the
Bruce
brewery?
Williamson. So we're having it's launching end of the month, but we're gonna have 4 kegs at the festival.
Okay.
So the beer's called the Hop.
You know the
Coffee
team
Craze.
didn't know about that. I kept that away from the team. They didn't
Nice.
know.
Then Clarence is celebrating 10 years of their hazelnut ale. So go for it. Smack Brewing. I mean, these guys are
Shout out to Smack,
nutters.
yo.
Smack.
Stop there.
Can I
Shout out to Smack. Smack. Okay, the team will know this, right? We had a very low opinion of Smack. I think 3 or 4 years ago. They showed up at the Canadian Festival. The beer was not good, but they've turned it around. They maple syrup.
But Smack, it is new owners now.
Oh, okay.
And
no.
Khan and the team are.
They are
Like,
guys.
their beer's fucking good.
Shout out to Smack. We've dragged you before.
So they've got a massive.
You're doing well.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna rush you now, okay? They've got a massive list, but once you look out for Jalapeno Belgium Blonde,
Whoa.
Rum and Raisin Belgian Double,
They are just
IPA
experimenting.
Negroni. So IPA
That sounds
Negroni.
Wait, didn't they debut that year?
That's such a good beer.
Yeah, they debuted that. Yeah. at the
Then
shop. Yeah, that was good.
Tolokazi is doing their collab they did with Beer and Beats. I'm sure you've heard of it. The Mango Vice collaboration.
Is coming out,
And then,
so
firstly, we've just
support.
said like 20 beers now. There's 250 beers on tap on the day.
That's
but
a lot.
There's one beer that I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
The winner of the African Beer Cup, the best beer in
Best beer in
Africa.
Africa.
Tolokazi
2025.
Soul Barrel collab, Wild African Soul. It's like one of Soul Barrel's sour beers mixed with a Mkomboti.
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic. Nick is bringing it up in keg. So you literally going to be able to drink in keg the beer that is the best beer in Africa. When you go to the store and you taste it, you're going to know why.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited that we're able to have that this year.
That's gonna be fun.
So
That's a lot of good beers that we have. Like, guys, you have no excuse because whether you're a hardened like beer fan or this is your first time, you got so many options that you can try out. There's people that are familiar. Oh, Garden will be there left because I know you've seen them in the bottle store, right?
So it's so cool. So SAB, Who Garden Live, they actually take a whole area.
Yeah, the whole Belgian
It's like
section.
a Belgium area, but it's flipping great. They come in, it's like got good furniture.
Yeah, no.
It's a comfortable area. Their beers are amazing.
Yeah, always
The
fresh.
stands look amazing.
Yeah.
There's a few little activations they're doing as well in there.
What is it?
That's always like the area where the festival gets very hectic and busy. And when you feel like you need to just escape the craziness
Yeah.
and just feel a bit
Okay.
but
Breathe.
okay,
Yeah.
then you go into this area and it satisfies all your needs. I mean, there's Stella's also doing like Belgium Fritz. So it's like proper Fritz with mayonnaise, Belgian style.
Oh, is it?
It's going to be fantastic.
Jeez, you scaled up this year. You've scaled up.
No,
You've-
thanks to all the brewers. I mean, they're all
Yeah.
coming in with all the good stuff, eh?
Okay. No. So, guys, for all the beer fans, that was the beer knowledge. Those were the Easter eggs. The what to look out for on the day. Please try all these beers. Try them all if you can. If you can't, it's a win. So, but we. Yeah, Screamer as well.
It's the
please.
part where you see our glass empty and then boop,
Yeah.
it's going to be full in one frag.
Just you can cut it from there.